Given the signal to start is Bart Plug from the Netherlands, the 11-year-old from Heineken, who has now done 2 interviews in English and kind of squandered the opportunity to say, a nice big interview in Dutch. The deal was, when I saw him and his parents last night, that if he spoke on camera in English again, that he could then have a little go in his native tongue. And even I understood win. And that's all he's thinking about, Bart Plug, the current championship leader. Amaury Mertens in cart number 923 and Sita van Meert in cart 912, an all Belgium third row. And then Kimi Abraham in cart 927 and Louis Hofbeck from Denmark in cart 911 round at the field. And a little bit cruel to Louis. He said, if you had to give your mechanic a slap, knowing that the only word he knows in English is yes. Well, he may have done, because there was an exclusion yesterday for Louis after one of the races. So, Mr. Hofbeck was suitably admonished by his driver. And so, around turn 12, on to their second rolling lap. Will we see Laurens van Hoppen break away, like Diego Larocque was able to do in a couple of yesterday's heats, or, like we saw this morning in the pre-final, will we see 3 carts nose to tail all the way through? A lot of it depends on the drivers who emerge from the first couple of corners in second and third places. If the drivers that run in second and third work together, then the leader cannot get away. Especially, you look at that long straight, the long back straight, perfect for slipstreaming and drafting in these mini X30 carts. But if the drivers in second and third can't decide who is going to be second and who is going to be third in the early stages, and they start to battle, well, the leader will simply wave goodbye and drive off into the French countryside and maximum points. So the drivers coming into turn 10 now. Still haven't seen anybody try to make a move into turn 10. I have a feeling at some point this afternoon we will see a bit of a banzai move into that corner. This turn 11 is a prime overtaking opportunity. Coming through that right-handed, it's not a hairpin, it's 180 degrees, but it's quite a wide corner. Maintain quite a bit of speed going into it. And now into the final turn, turn 12. And so far, every driver that has led into that corner has won the race. Here we go then, Van Hoppen and Larocque, lights are out, race underway, into turn number 1 we go, and Diego Larocque has been left standing at the start there. He has dropped all the way back to 6th, maybe even 7th position. Van Hoppen, Meyer and Sita van Meert into the top 3. Now, Mr. van Meert was confident that Sita was going to be on the podium. At the moment, she runs in P3. Bart Plug behind her. Van Hoppen has got the start he wanted. Can Max Meyer keep him honest? Can Van Meert and Plug go with him? Larocque is in 5th. Now, Diego Larocque, that is the worst start possible for Diego. He's got to try and get past Plug and Van Meert quickly without getting held up. And you can see that he's gone for the inside move on Plug, but Plug is also making a move on Van Meert. Oh, and Van Meert has got caught. Her nose cone gets caught on the side of Larocque's cart, and that allows Louis Hofbeck through. Oh, is that Louis Hofbeck? No, that's Amaury Mertens in the purple and pink Cosmic cart. Kimi Abraham and Louis Hofbeck just behind. But Meyer has caught Van Hoppen. If Meyer now works with Van Hoppen, they can pull away. Plug is 10 cart lengths behind. Larocque is going to have to either get past Bart Plug very, very quickly or push Bart up to the 2 leaders. We start lap number 2. Through turn 3. Meyer. I don't think we're going to see Max Meyer look for a move on Van Hoppen. He will want to try and just push Laurens away from everyone like he is doing there. Behind them, Van Meert has a little look at the inside of Amaury Mertens. So Sita van Meert retakes 5th position from the Number 9, 2, 3 cart of Amaury Mertens. Can Sita Van Meert now try and catch the cart in front of her, which is Diego Larocque in cart number 9, 1, 5. The leaders come in towards turn number 11. Meyer sat on Van Hoppen's rear bumper, not battling. Bart Plug, 7/10 of a second behind. Plug, who was hoping for rain, hasn't got it, has got nice hot sunny weather. He'll have to work. The gap is 8/10 of a second. Fastest lap for Max Meyer last time around. And that's significant because Max is pushing Lawrence Van Hoppen, so however fast Max is going, that's the same speed as the leader. And Max is quicker than Bart Plug and Diego Larocque, who run in third and fourth. So at the moment, Max Meyer is helping him and Lawrence Van Hoppen to seal the top 2 positions in this race. Early stages yet, battling going on between Hofbeck and Abraham back for 7th place. But Bart Plug needs to try and get into range where he can use the slipstream off the 2 leaders. Maybe Diego Larocque can help. Kimi Abraham and Louis Hofbeck going through the screen there. Hofbeck into turn number 10 in 7th place. Abraham right behind him in 8th. Change for 5th position just off camera, but the leaders are into turn number 12. And it's Van Hoppen, Meyer, Plug and Larocque. Larocque closing on Bart Plug. The gap, 1 second between Meyer in 2nd and Plug in 3rd. But Diego Larocque, a 109.469, that's a 10th quicker than the 2 leaders. So Larocque is the quickest man on circuit. Does he push Bart Plug up to the 2 leaders, or does he risk getting delayed and making a pass? If he makes the pass, he's then got to catch them all by himself without anybody's help. And you can see Max Meyer drawing up to the rear bumper of Van Hoppen's cart as they head down towards turn number 5, but instead of pulling out to try and pass, he just nudges the leader along. This is lap 4 of 11. Plenty of time to go. Bart Plug is being caught by Diego Larocque through turn number 9. Now down towards turn 10. At the moment, Larocque slightly quicker through sector number 1 than the 2 leaders, but then Van Hoppen and Meyer quicker than the Rocks through sector number 2. Van Meert holds on to 5th position. Mertens is 6th. Then it's Abraham and Hofbeck. So that's 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th are together. And we've got 2 groups of 2 up at the front. Into turn number 3. And now around turn 4. Larocque sets a new fastest lap. 109.187. And that's 0.2 of a second quicker. Still 1 second separates the top 2. And Bart Plug in 3rd. Larocque chasing Plug as hard as he can. Can he get to Plug's rear bumper coming into turn number 9? Yes, he can. Can he give Bart a little shove? Yes, he can. That's helping Bart Plug. Bart will feel that. He looks over his shoulder. He says, okay, let's try and go. They're not dropping away from Van Hoppen and Meyer. That's significant. Into turn number 12. Plug and Larocque cross the line. What are the lap times saying as we complete lap number 5? A new fastest lap for Diego Larocque, 109.1. Plug is also a 10th quicker than Van Hoppen and Meyer. Lap 6 out of 11, so we're only at half distance. And at some point, well, Max Meyer's not just going to allow Van Hoppen to win this race. Good scrap for 5th, but that is now over 5 seconds behind. The lead battle here is the scrap for 5th. Mertens from Van Meert. Hofbeck up the inside of Van Meert for 6th position. Abraham right behind him. They're having a great battle, but Sita Van Meert goes back up the inside of Louis Hofbeck at turn number 5. Now they're through turn number 6. It's good to watch, but it isn't helping them stay with the leaders. They go out towards turn number 8, the furthest point away from my commentary position. And it's Mertens, Van Meert, 5th and 6th. Still no change for 3rd. Larocque pushing Bart Plug along. Van Hoppen on a good lap though. Lawrence Van Hoppen and Max Mayer have picked up their pace as they come out of turn number 12 to complete lap number 6. Through turn number 1, Mayer giving Van Hoppen another little shove into the corner. Van Hoppen will say thank you very much. He won't be upset at that. He'll be thinking, great, Max is working with me. This is what we need. And it's worked because the gap back to Bart Plug and Diego Larocque has grown to 1.1 seconds. Down the back straight. Larocque has passed Plug. So, new third place driver. Number 915, Diego Larocque. In that blue and white Falcon kart for Peter De Bruyne Racing. Larocque has pushed Bart Plug for a couple of laps and has realised I'm not actually gaining any ground on the two drivers I need to catch. Maybe I can do it all by myself. And you can see that Plug is already 2 kart lengths back from Larocque. We're going to be completing lap number 7 out of 11 and starting lap 8 next time around. We're into turn 12 now. Ben will be across the start-finish line. We'll check the lap times. Lawrence Van Hoppen, 109.27. Max Mayer, 109.32. Diego Larocque, 109.19. The American is quicker, but he's 1.2 seconds behind the second place driver, Max Mayer. And Bart Plug is not quick enough to push Diego along. Through turn number 5, Van Hoppen and Mayer, nose to tail. This is sensible driving from Max Mayer. Oh, Van Hoppen just gets a little bit sideways coming out of turn number 6. That's going to cost Lawrence Van Hoppen a couple of tenths of a second maybe. Mayer looks over his shoulder just to check the gap. And they're pushing away on this lap from Larocque and Plug. Plug has caught Diego Larocque, so Larocque makes a mistake. That's why the gap's going, because Larocque has been a little bit out of sorts on this lap. Coming out of turn 10, he clattered over the curb. That spoiled a bit of momentum. And Diego Larocque completes lap number 8. The gap beginning to grow again, while the gap between first and second is also beginning to grow. Here's the battle for 5th. Van Meert has 5th from Mertens, Hofbeck and Abraham. Well, they crossed the line, and it looked like Van Meert was about to come under pressure from Amaury Mertens going into turn number 1, and they're now 10 seconds. So this is the battling that's going on, and if the drivers do that, they've lost themselves 10 seconds inside 8 laps. That's why you're seeing Van Hoppen and Mayer staying line astern, not side by side, single file up front, because those 4 drivers know that if this type of battling happens that you're looking at on screen, then you go very, very slow indeed over the course of a lap, because you're not on the racing line. You're constantly defending, attacking, sending moves in, defending moves. Good stuff to watch. Mertens has 5th from Van Meert, but here are the leaders. And Lawrence Van Hoppen does look like he's starting to ease away, just inch by inch. We'll see the gap next time around. Larocque is not closing in. And in fact, equal time. The gap now 1.8 seconds between leader Lawrence Van Hoppen and third place Diego Larocque. Bart Plug hanging tough behind the American driver. We're on lap number 10 out of 11. And Lawrence Van Hoppen is thinking to himself, if I just keep Max Mayer at bay, then we don't have to get involved in a scrap. Oh, look at this. This is out of turn number 2 into turn number 3. Sita Van Meert on the outside. Amaury Mertens on the inside. Kimi Abraham and Louis Hofbeck. And Bart Plug is back in front of Diego Larocque. And they're 3 wide for 5th place going into turn number 5. Plug has made the move. Bart Plug makes the move on Diego Larocque for 3rd place. Final place on the podium. I think Bart Plug has realised, look, we're not going to catch him. It's a head-to-head fight between you and me for 3rd, Diego. And Bart Plug, the Dutchman, putting that number 917 Kasia Racing kart into P3. Larocque is going to have to fight back. We start the 11th and final lap. Lawrence Van Hoppen leads Max Mayer by half a second now. Van Hoppen has just about done enough that he doesn't have to drive defensively. Now Bart Plug will have to drive defensively because Diego Larocque is now searching around. There's the lead that Van Hoppen has. He checks over his shoulder. He sees that Max Meyer is not close enough, so he won't defend into turn number 5. He'll probably check over his shoulder again coming out of the next corner, turn 6. Or maybe going up to turn number 8. Larocque gets a good run out of turn 6. Plug will have to defend into 8. Larocque looks to the inside. Plug tries to come across but can't cover it. So Diego Larocque back into P3 through turn number 9. Van Hoppen still leads. Meyer not close enough. Looks like Lawrence Van Hoppen has done enough. Looks like Diego Larocque has done enough. There's the leaders. 1 corner to go. Lawrence Van Hoppen is not going to be challenged out of the final corner. And it is Lawrence Van Hoppen who takes the race win in the second round of the Miami X30 Euro Series. Max Meyer finishes a tough weekend on the podium, a sporting handshake between the two of them. Good to see, excellent work. Diego Larocque will finish third on the podium, and Bart Plug, the championship leader coming into today, finishes in 4th place. More sporting handshakes, and that's good to see between Diego Larocque and Max Meyer because, let's just say, they ended the final in Genk off the track and maybe not shaking hands, but they have shaken hands there. Good to see. So 11 laps for Lawrence Van Hoppen, and he wins by 0.3 of a